Hey, this is your friend Doug. It's Uncle Dougie's storytelling time. Speaking of that, yeah, here's something I started writing the other day for the poetry and prose group that I get together with on Fridays. It's called September. I played with it a little bit, and I'm not really thinking this is anything great or one for the ages or whatever. I wrote it really to be spoken, and I may play with it some more. I am going to. It stops kind of in mid stride, and I'm going to plan on doing part two next week. But just kind of having some fun with it. I thought I'd put it out here. And this is one too. Oftentimes, I'm not really looking for any critical analysis or anything. You want to say something on this one, whether you like it or not, uh, fine, because you might not like it. And I'll take that, into consideration. But as you know, I like to ramble. How would you ever have got that? How could you ever have suspected that? Could it be anything I've said and said and said? Well, maybe. Uh, this is September. It is, but it's also the name of this piece. September is here. My favorite month. Now. Wasn't when I was young, though. Then it meant going back to school. I hated school. Wait, hate is a strong word. Very strong. But not strong enough. I really hated school. Really, really hated school. Maybe two reallys is a tad too much. Maybe. But I don't think so. No, I know I don't think so. Two reallys is just fine. School wasn't fine, though, for me. I never fit in all that scene. Uncomfortable all the time. Loved to learn. Didn't like being forced to learn or being told that I couldn't or wouldn't learn. I never learned to like that. Would you? So, I didn't like school. I believe I mentioned that. So, I didn't like that part of September. I like September, though. Still do. Want to know why? No? Well, I'll tell you anyway. It's my story, and I'll write it the way I want to. On this, the first day of, you guessed it, September. September. I like September. I like September because my birthday is in September. November 19th. Actually, it's September 19th. I just thought I'd say November to see if you were listening. Yeah, I like my birthday. I liked it a lot when I was younger. Cake, presents, generally doing something fun, miniature golf maybe. Hit the big clay clown in his nutsack with the golf ball. Well, he didn't really have any nutsack. He didn't have any balls. But if he did, we knew where they'd be, and we'd aim for him. A hit on his nutsack was a hole in one. Most of all, it was a break from dreaded school. Not hitting the clown in the nutsack with a golf ball. My birthday, November 19th, was a break from school. Actually, it's September 19th. I was just seeing if you were listening. Yeah, it was a break from school, and I hated school. Did I mention that? Yep, I think so. So I hated going back to school. September. September meant the Jerry Lewis telethon. Hours and hours of guest after guest, actors, singers, whoever's. Joey Heatherton. God, how I waited for Joey Heatherton. Joey, Joey, Joey. Oh, man. When I first saw her, I didn't know what puberty was, but I knew how I felt. Wowza. Joey Heatherton. In September. I like September. When Joey Heatherton was on the Jerry Lewis telethon, I really liked September. A lot. You know how I really, really didn't like school? Flip that completely, and that's how much I really, really like seeing Joey Heatherton. Still do. In September. Any month. Joey Heatherton. Try to remember the kind of September when Joey Heatherton was on the Jerry Lewis telethon. Oh yeah, baby. I remember. Problem was, after Joey was on and then gone, so too was the telethon, and so too was Labor Day weekend, and it was the day we all had to go back to, you guessed it, school. Yeah. September. Remember I said my birthday is in September, November 19th? I know you know it's September 19th, but I just thought I'd throw November in there again. Hardly anybody likes November, so I just figure I'd throw some good light on it. November. Back to September, though. My birthday. When I got to be nominally an adult, I really enjoyed my birthday, almost as much as I enjoyed seeing Joey Heatherton on the Jerry Lewis telethon. Lord, how I would have loved seeing Joey Heatherton on my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dearie Dougie. Might I have some Joey Heatherton, please? September. I had my first legal drink in September. What day, you ask? I reply, why, on my birthday, my 21st birthday, of course, September 19th. Bet you thought I was going to say November 19th, didn't you? You silly people, you. Yep, Mount Gay rum and coke. Gee, that's good. May I have another, please? Gee, that was really good. May I have another, please? And another, and well, you get the point. Rum and coke. Then rum and whatever, and then just plain rum. My lifelong pal, my mistress, or so I thought. A love-hate relationship. The romance was great, but the reality, it wasn't so hot. Holy hangover, Batman. And again, and again. And I don't want another, please. But I'll have another, please, in September. Hell, in October, November, December, disremember, much of that September. September, college. Much a blur. We figured I'd set the world astir. Well, I didn't. Had some fun. Too much a rum bum. Pot. Lots of pot. Lots and lots of pot. Mr. Pot, 8-0 head. Lost my head. Again and again, and you guessed it. Again. First day of living with the gallant Gallants. The family that smoked together stayed together. And they did. Wonderful people. We walk in, my buddies and I, Mike and John, 3 amigos. Everybody's token up. What's on? Why, the Jerry Lewis telethon, of course. Who comes on? I don't know, but I know it wasn't Joey Heatherton. Very disappointed. Not in the Gallants, though. The wonderfully gallant Gallants. Gallivanting along. Lord, how they could gallivant. Me too. In September. Okay, so that's the first part of it, and I figured to do this in 2 parts, and I'll lay it on you, when I finish it next week. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know. I'd appreciate the feedback, and thank you very much.